Mr. Executive, Rod Serling is here to see you, and...
Oh, no. No. Mm-mm. We are not doing this again. We go through this every week. I'm finally done. You tell him he's not welcome anywhere near my office until he's got the script.
Well, that's just it, sir. He's got the script. I'll send him in.
Mr. Executive, have I got some great news for you?
Rod, need you to stop right there. I don't want to hear about any new discoveries or anything like that. Dolores said you had the script, so why don't you just leave it here on my desk and I'll see you next week.
Mr. Executive, I'm happy to oblige. I'll leave the script right here with you. I was just going to say the great news is that I produced this script so monumental, it's likely to become known as one of mankind's greatest achievements. Don't you at least want to hear what the episode is about first?
Against all my better judgment. Go ahead, Rod. What's the episode about?
Portrait of a man who's risen to become a staple of the entertainment industry. A man whose incredible talents have allowed for his meteoric rise to a powerful position in Hollywood.
Rod?
But of course, with great power comes great pressure. The kind of pressure that just might make a man crack. The kind of pressure that might make a man lose his grip on reality. And that's where we find this man, teetering on the line that separates the lights from the shadows, reality from fiction.
Okay. Easy there, Rod. Just take it easy. Now, I'd love to tell you this all sounds great, and I love the script, especially considering my growing concerns for my own safety. But I can't help but notice it seems like all the lines in this script is nothing but Rod Serling's a great writer on every line, every page.
Isn't it amazing the truth that we can find in fiction?
Look, Rod, I gotta tell you, this just seems like a terrible idea.
Wait. What if I told you I could change your mind with a single line change?
I can't even see how that's possible.
No, it's easy. We'll just change that last line for Mr. Executive. Instead of, "Look, Rod, this seems like a terrible idea," you'll say, "Rod, that's a great idea. I love it."
Rod, I'm really starting to get worried here. You know you can't rewrite my lines like I'm one of your characters.
Why not? I don't see much of a difference.
Oh, Rod, buddy, there's a world of difference.
They irritate the irritated, flex perplexities, poise puzzles, magnify mysteries, impose inquiries, and coagulate quandaries. But more importantly, they ask one question.
Why would you make this?
Hello, everyone. Welcome and thank you for listening. This is Why Would You Make This, the only podcast whose reality is based on the fevered dreams of a madman, making you ask the question, why would you... Did I say that right? Making you ask the question, why would you make this? Did I say that right? Am I the fevered madman? Because I feel like that was a personal attack. You threw me off with that one.
We're all madmen here.
Okay, all right. Well, I am Madman Jimmy Time. I'm joined by my mad co-host, Huge. How are you?
I'm mad.
But like which version? Like the British version or like the American?
Like,
Yep.
mad as hell and you're not gonna take it?
That's monkey mad. We're also joined by J Delta. Wagwan.
Wagwan. I'm wondering what monkey mad is.
Oh, monkey madness?
Yeah,
It's like space madness, right?
It's like space madness, but instead of being out in space, it's when you're
send
surrounded
a
by
monkey.
monkeys, and then you're like, might as well.
Yeah, perfect. Like totally honest. I don't know why. I thought that movie, I'm as mad as heck, and I'm not gonna take it anymore. I thought there was monkeys in that film. I don't know why. I legit was like, yeah, there's apes in that film. There's like a chimpanzee uprising. Or...
You know what? Now that I think about it, it was called Monkey Network.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was Network,
Yeah.
but it Monkey Network.
It was called Battle for the Planet of the Monkeys.
with
Starring the monkeys.
Yeah, with two E's.
With
Yeah.
the monkeys, yeah.
Peter Tork and the rest. Davy Jones.
There it is. The only one that people remember.
Yeah. And the other two.
What was what's his name? Chris Chiblock, right?
Yeah, that's it. Chris
Yep.
Chiblock.
And that famous song.
Every
How's it go?
day is different from the last one.
Banana!
Every banana is different from the first one.
Well, even though they're not, because they're technically clones of each other.
And
They're only 20 cents.
Yo,
I put
a
them in a
homeless person
submarine.
could live on just bananas.
A homeless person could live in a submarine.
Powered by bananas.
We're the Beatles or the Monkees. I forgot. That's our song? So what do we do? Oh, yeah, we watched A World of Difference.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Which aired, what is it? March 11th, 1960, wherein Curtis Arthur is unexpectedly thrown into the world of Hollywood. Yeah, I guess. Kind of.
Yeah,
That really...
sorta.
There's a little leeway with words there. Like,
Yeah. I mean, he's just in Hollywood, and first he's not, and then he is.
And then he is, but also he's not.
Yeah.
And then he is, I don't get this episode.
I mean,
at
really,
all.
it
I
doesn't.
really don't understand
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't. It's like time travel logic where it doesn't make any sense.
There's been a couple episodes where I've been like, yeah, I don't really like that, or it's okay. I straight up don't understand this episode at all. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I
No.
feel dumb as bricks, but I don't get this episode.
I mean, the internal logic isn't really there.
oh right, because the logic of every other episode has been flawless.
Some of them work. Some of them sort of make sense.
I think my favorite one was from like 2 episodes ago where they were like, oh, you know what? Maybe someone's playing a trick on you. And they were like, nah, no, that's not happening. And then she was like, I think a being from another dimension is coming here to take over my life.
It looks exactly like
Yeah, it looks exactly like me.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Where'd you get that idea?
Something I read somewhere sometime. Maybe I did. I'm not even sure if I did read it or watch it or hear about it.
All right, well, let me just call the cops then.
All right, so still no segment 3.
Hot debate!
Yeah, why is it so hot outside?
Is there a debate? I thought it was settled science.
Some reason people are still arguing about it. Yeah, maybe it's because like, you know, we affected the ozone poorly. Maybe it's because women don't keep their legs closed. Could be either one. Really, could be either of the two.
I'm just saying, I do not want to accidentally risk cleaning the planet for nothing.
Yo, I don't even pick up water I spill because it'll evaporate in my own home. Why would I clean up things that matter? Other people's water? No. I don't clean up mine. I'm going to clean up other people's water. Whatever. You know what? I'm offended that you'd even ask me about it. How dare you? Ugh. Telling me to clean stuff. I spit on my own floor to prove a point to you. Whew. All right, good debate, guys. Really,
Yeah.
both sides had an opinion and
We
voiced
settled that science.
their ideas. That's right. What was the conclusion again?
Potassium and bananas,
Yeah.
20 cents.
Yeah. The conclusion is homeless could live off solely bananas,
Yeah.
and it's their fault.
Sorry, all that came at me at once. Did I hear that there's about 20 cents worth of potassium in every banana, and the homeless can survive off of what I heard you say was slow leaf bananas?
Yeah, that's one type of banana.
No, slow leaking bananas.
Oh, slow leaf
Slow
banana.
leaking
Oh,
bananas.
my mistake.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Thank you.
And so long as we're correcting each other, I mean, I might as well continue the trend and move on to the Truth Hour. Yeah.
Let's talk about truth.
Truth!
Let's talk about truth, baby.
Let's talk about truth and me! Let's talk about all the bad things and all the good things and say that they're true.
True? True.
Oh, that truth's a little sad today. Truth, you all right? Truth. Wait a minute. What was it a couple episodes ago? Truth Man?
Truth Man? Truth Man is dead! Inside. Because everyone doesn't believe Truth Man. He tries to tell them your life is meaningless, and they just go on with their lives. I don't get it. Why?
But my president's right, though, right?
Oh goodness. He's right when he says he's the president, I guess. So there's that.
He did say that.
He did say
He
that.
did say it.
He
So
did
I,
say
I
that.
should
did say it.
I should trust my parents when they say to follow him.
This is why I'm dead inside.
Oh,
Don't do that.
okay. I'm sorry, Truth Man. Hey, unrelated note. I haven't had sex with my girlfriend in a year.
Yeah.
But she's pregnant and she said it's mine.
Yeah. She did say that. She said
Okay.
that.
I will marry her then.
Yeah.
Truth, man, it seems like you're having a really tough day. I'm going to pray for you.
Ooh. I love placebos, little Billy. They're great. So you go ahead and do that then.
And that's the truth.
Truth Man, why don't you go ahead and sing us your theme song?
Yeah.
Truth!
Dig that jive beat. All right, so that's the truth, folks. I'm sorry if you weren't prepared for it, but woo, it was real. It really happened.
Truth man comes at you hot and heavy.
He does. He should probably change his shirt and lose some weight, but that's not really. we really are not in a position to judge him for that. So this episode aired March 11th, 1960. Let's go ahead and talk about some true things that happened back then.
All right.
This really happened. March 5th, the iconic image of Che Guevara was taken by a photographer, Alberto Corda, who was on an assignment for the Cuban government for the newspaper. No, I won't even try. To cover a protest rally. So that T-shirt that you see everywhere, that was a photograph. What? Wow. Taken the same year some of your parents were born.
Yeah.
Well, not some of your grandparents were born. Well,
Or maybe parents.
her parents too.
Yeah. When some damn dirty boomers were born.
Yeah, oh God, were they dirty. March 6th, President Eisenhower announced that 3,500 American troops would be posted in South Vietnam.
And I'm sure that was probably it, right? We
That-
probably stopped right there.
Didn't escalate or...
No.
I'm sure relations and all that were fine and nobody got upset.
Yep.
And,
Everyone just said, yeah, no, 2 Vietnams is good, and, we'll keep it that
That's
way.
the thing of it, okay. March 7th, 14,000 members of the Screen Actors Guild called for a strike for the first time in history, bringing to a halt the filming of 8 major motion pictures and several minor ones. Honestly, the most shocking part about that?
This is only 8 pictures.
There's only 8 pictures at one time! What?
14,000 people. 14,000 people! And only a handful of
8
movies.
pictures going on. And half of those aren't going to be famous. Like, half of those are going to fail at the box office. And people are going to watch and go, ooh, that was rough. I'll never see that again. Can't believe I wasted my 8 cents on that.
14,000.
8 cents? I could have bought 2 bananas and a half. Instead, I saw this crappy film. So, March 8th, this is the last bit of information here. The New Hampshire primary, first of the nominating primary elections, saw U.S. Senator John F. Kennedy win the state's Democratic Party delegations, and the U.S. Vice President, Richard M. Nixon, won the Republican ticket, each with a record number registered voters for that party.
All right.
So this is it. This is the future. It's happening right now.
Oof, I bet things are
They don't even know it yet.
looking good for Kennedy.
And Nixon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure none of them are going to have...
Their heads exploded or end up in impeached.
I was going to say adverse health effects, but
Oh.
sure, yeah. So let's go to my birthday.
Head explosion is an adverse.
It's
Certainly.
very adverse.
There is no way that's a positive. So let's go to mybirthday.ninja, where I don't know how you feel about this, but you were born as a female in your last earthly incarnation.
Oh.
Somewhere on the territory of Portugal, approximately in the year of 875. Your profession was teacher, mathematician, or geologist.
My birthday.ninja. Their laziness. I see it sometimes.
Well,
It's
look-
a little disappointing.
Look, I mean, Look, it's not like there's one teacher. There's a group of them, and they all hang out.
Yeah.
And so that's why you get the same groups. Look, this is a different psychological profile of the past life. Right?
All right.
You're inquisitive, inventive, and like to get to the bottom of things and rummage in books. And you have a talent for drama and a natural-born actor. I don't know how you do that as a geologist, but
geologist.
You are doing it every day.
Alas, Paul Rock!
That hill is sinking! Wow, all right. I guess we should look into that thing, huh?
Wait, why would a hill be sinking?
Well, that's why we have to look into it. I'm terrified as a geologist. And a lesson you brought from your past life is the world is full of ill and lonely people. You should help those who are less fortunate than you. Like sinking hills. Pick them back up. Raise their spirits. And their land level. Like, physically, bring them up. It's dangerous. Water runoff's gonna flood the town. It's not good. I know more about geology than I thought.
Nope.
That already happened. Yeah, it already happened. And it is the truth hour, so. It was true. I do know more about geology than I thought.
Nothing says geology like the study of water runoff from hillsides.
That makes sense to me.
Oh, go ahead. Show me your doctorate that proves otherwise.
By doctorate?
Yeah.
Oh, do you not have one? In geology?
He doesn't.
That's what I thought.
He just said it. It's the truth.
That means everything I said is double true.
Oh. That's super true.
Oh my god. Is that how you turn into truth man?
And his song starts anew.
This is the transformation of my life!
This passing kidney stone song is fantastic.
Made famous by doctors around the world. Doctors, my kidneys hurt. What do I do about it? Well, I have a song for you. All right, let's stop with the truth.
Can't handle it.
Can't handle it anymore. Let's move on to the best hour.
Our favorite hour.
The Troy McClure Hour. Oh, hi there. I'm Troy McClure. You might remember me from such amnesia-based thrillers as Jackie Chan's Who Am I? Part 2, I Still Don't Know. Or, I'd never do that. I'm not a Nazi. Uh-oh. I'm here to talk to you about the importance of hard hat safety on the job site. Yeah? All right, let's go ahead and talk about director Ted Post. He will go on to direct 3 other episodes of The Twilight Zone, which seems to be about what it is. Everyone seems
like
to
3
do
or 4
3
and-
episodes, and then they go, oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, no. Fool me once. Well, you know the rest. He's also directed Beneath the Planet of the Apes and the Clint Eastwood film Magnum Force. He died August 2013.
Oh.
Held in there.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Life was better back then. Like,
Yeah,
people like
that's
living
very
it.
true.
That's true. I always forget. They did cocaine. That's how they had energy to live. Episode was written by Richard Matheson. We have talked about him a lot in the 23 episodes that we've done. He's done something like, what, 6, 7 of this
Yeah,
season?
he's done
Like,
quite a few.
whew.
He keeps going.
He is the backbone of this entire series. I don't care what anyone says, because I have seen every episode so far, and
I will say,
the only ones that are good are usually his.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
just to give you a little bit of hope, you are officially 2/3 of the way through the first season.
What? That can't be right. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yo, I will end this show right now.
You are 66% of the way.
What? How many episodes are
There's
there?
36.
No, there's not. Oh my god. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Holy sh! Is that the same for every season after this?
Oh, well,
Yo, spoiler alert. It's not going to go on that much longer then, because I can't take this horseshit. If this is one of the best episodes ever, not this one, the last one, if the last episode is one of the best episodes, like, in the history of the show, yo, there's no way I'm going to have fun watching this enough to give it 5. There's no way I would give it 5 seasons.
this is it. We prepared for this. He's freaking out. This is it.
You gotta stick around till Shatner.
Oh, but that's in season 5.
Dude, I was gonna say,
No,
isn't that the last
Oh,
episode?
well, no, there's
Season
two.
two.
There's 2 episodes, though.
Isn't that's the last episode of the last season or something like that?
No, no. Shatner starts popping up in like season 2 is somehow when they both lose their budget, but then also start getting like, you know, the names.
Yeah, but there's also the problem of we talked about the famous episode once where I told you guys I saw it. Shatner's not in that because I know what Shatner looks like, and that's not Shatner.
That's not a dumpy old man. What's going on?
No, Shatner's a bloated mess. That's not him. What are you talking about? So let's talk about Howard Duff, who plays Arthur Curtis or Jerry Reagan. That's how they spell Reagan?
Yeah.
R-A-I-G-A, not the president way? Ugh. Oh, I mean the actor way still back then.
There is a specific reason for why they spelled it that way.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. I don't know. I figured you'd...
No, I don't care about people.
So he didn't want to piss off Ronald Reagan,
Ronald
the actor
Reagan?
who was the president of the Screen Actors Guild
Yeah, that guy has too many presidents.
at the time. Yeah.
Way too many presidents.
Damn, yeah, it's president of everything. No wonder he got the job. So, yeah. So he was like, all right, I'm going to spell it differently.
Yo, how is that guy going to be the president of the Screen Actors Guild and go on to be so anti-union? Oh, my God.
What didn't... when was he the president? I was going to say, did he just call for this strike? Is that him right now, or...
That when you said it, I was like, okay, he's going to bring that up.
No,
but...
I didn't, because I don't know if it was
he
related.
had just become president, I think, like the year before.
So he called for the strike!
Yeah.
Oh! Yo!
And that is the truth.
Oh! What? Republican hypocrisy? I never heard of such a thing.
He did say it. He did say it.
Yo.
Well, I just think that if we all stopped getting these unions involved, we could...
I just wish people would just go, shut up, you fat and nobody respects you. To every just shut up. You fat and you ugly and your kids are lying about how they love you.
Yeah.
Just fucking berate them until they kill themselves. I don't give a shit anymore.
Oh my God.
Just fucking tell them that their dumb fudge-filled fingers couldn't please their wife if they used a machine.
Tell him.
What?
did.
About Jerry Reagan? Sure. You remember him from the 1960s to 61, I guess, television series, Dante, where he starred in it as William Dante. He was also in the 79 film Kramer versus Kramer. Is that like a different Kramer versus Kramer, or is that the Dustin Hoffman one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
it's the only one I know about.
That's the one where they arm wrestle for the kids.
No, it's over the top with Sly Stallone.
And it wasn't for
Yeah.
kids. It was for kids. It wasn't about kids.
They do
It was about 4 kids. Got it.
They do it for the kids. For the 4 kids.
4 kids by kids.
Yeah, the 4 kids showed up, and they were like, well, we got nothing to do. And it's like,
And then-
check this out.
The prize for the competition was a children's 4x4 Bigfoot, like, Hot
Sunday
Wheels.
versus Grave Digger.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
different Bigfoot?
Different? Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Got it. Big feet.
Big feats, yeah. You'll also recognize him in the 1980 film series Flamingo Road. He died in 1990. Next, we have Eileen Ryan, who plays Nora Reagan. You recognize her in Bonanza. Yo, that show went on for 11 years.
11
Shut
years.
up!
Yeah.
Yo! I guess that's why my dad likes it so much. Again, I've said this multiple times. It's not that shows were good. It's that they only had one option. That's all they had.
Very true.
And so they just kept watching. You'll also recognize her in Eight-Legged Freaks. Yo, did she play the oldest woman in the world? What are you talking about? Because she was like 30-something, 40 in this movie. Like, how did she...
She plays an old woman
In Eight-Legged Freaks.
in
Again,
that, or she plays a spider.
that's the... that makes more sense, yeah. That's the David Arquette.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Look, Hollywood's weird, dude. He could have remade that from another film, like. And shut your mouth. Most recently, how's she still alive? Most recently, she played Frank's grandmother in the 2016 film Rules Don't Apply. Oh, that's how she's still alive, because rules don't apply. She just lives forever. Okay.
And how's it just Frank's grandma? How old is Frank? Frank must be 50.
Frank's got grandkids. Like. Finally, we have David White, who plays Brinkley, Who the hell is that? Oh, that's like the lawyery guy, agent guy, or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. He played in the 1959 TV series Have Gun, Will Travel, the 1964 television series Bewitched. Is that where I remember his face from?
Yeah,
as
it's from
Larry
Bewitched,
Tate? I
yeah.
feel like it was somewhere else, but that's
Because
probably where I remember him
He's
from.
the boss, right?
And Bewitched?
Yeah,
yeah.
he's Darren Stevens' boss.
Yeah. As far as I remember, yeah. And he was also in the TV movie The $6 Million Man. Is the $6 Million Man Ambassador Scott? Is that who that is?
Well, no. He plays Ambassador Scott.
And I understand that, but is Ambassador Scott the $6 Million Man?
No,
'Cause it
Steve
sounds like
Austin.
that.
Steve Austin.
Oh, okay. I thought that was like a code name or something. I don't know. Sorry. The TV movie The $6 Million Man, The Solid Gold Kidnapping. He died in 1990. Solid Gold. That $6 Million Man was just like Captain America, but less patriotic, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It was a guy who, instead of a super soldier serum, he gets hit by a truck or like blown up, and he's the first RoboCop.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. That's what it is.
Because they reconstruct his
Pump
body,
him full of electronics.
but instead of a living monstrosity, he looks the same, and he just goes
Yeah.
and can
Yeah.
move fast
Right.
and maybe lift heavy things.
Yeah, he can do some weird shit.
He could do some things.
He can also like jump like super high. So good
That's
for-
just super strength.
yeah, that's true.
Okay. Glad we solved that. All right, good.
Still doesn't beat flight versus invisibility, which we solved.
Sure we did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I could just sneak on a plane.
That's right.
I was the one that said that, and I was shocked by my own answer. Amazing. All right, let's. You can see the full cast and crew at IMDb.com. Let's start the episode.
Phil?
Film.
Opening narration. You're looking at a tableau of reality. Things of substance, of physical material. A desk, a window, a light. These things exist and have dimension. Yeah, I know. Just break your computer. Now, this is Arthur Curtis, age 36,
Shut up.
who is also real. He has flesh and blood and muscle and mind, but in just a moment, we will see how thin the line separates that which we assume to be real with that manufactured inside of a mind. Yo, shut your mouth.
Yo.
Yo, shut your mouth, Charlie.
I don't care who writes the episode. Clearly Serling writes the narration.
Oh, of
right?
course, yeah.
Because it's...
Look, I know we already moved past it, but that was why I spent so much time trying to figure out who really wrote The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street, because there wasn't a single time during that episode where I went, yeah, Serling wrote that. Yeah, Serling wrote that. Yeah, he wrote that, because it didn't have that signature. Yo, you smug asshole. So that's why I was so... There was no way he wrote that one.
A desk, a window, a light.
That? He clearly wrote that. There's no
You're
dispute.
just naming things in your office.
He wrote that. The whole last episode that we just saw? No, he did not. He didn't put a finger on paper, let alone pen.
He came up with the idea, walked away, came back, and they had improv'd everything.
Dude, yo. All right, so we are inside an office, and Mr. Curtis and his secretary, Sally, arrive for work. Curtis is talking about his upcoming daughter's birthday, and they're going to go on vacation, and he's got to go in his office and make some business calls. And he's like, oh, make sure you change the date for the thing, blah, blah, blah. Goes to his thing, checks the phone, but the phone's dead. What the heck? That's weird. Well, let me go find Sally, see what the problem is. He gets up, he starts to walk away. All of a sudden, you just hear, ha! And he turns, and he sees that one of the walls in his office is now a removed fourth wall with an entire camera set and our camera crew right in front of him. And he's like, what? And the director's like, oh, listen, Jerry, is it that hard to make a phone call? You just gotta do that. And he's like, yeah! Blackout. All right, so we're gonna go to our first sponsor, the Flim Flam phone. It looks like a real phone. It feels like a real phone, but it doesn't work like a real phone. The only phone that works best when it doesn't. The Flim Flam phone. Prank your friends. Prank your dad. Prank grandma. The Flim Flam phone. It'll drive them mad. Thank you to the Flim Flam phone for your faulty products.
Flim flamming ways.
Yeah.
Your very faulty products.
But purposely faulty.
Purposely, so why do you only sponsor products that don't work? First it was Delta Uh-Ohs, where there was nothing in the box.
Look, some of us don't make great business. They're sponsored us. They gave us money. Who cares if it
Sure,
works?
why should I? I'm getting paid. Why do I argue?
What? So we take money even though we know the product is a sham? This is America.
What are you making me out to be the villain for? You're the one who bought it. I mean, for crying out loud. All right. So we go on set, and the director, Marty Fisher, he runs on, and
Well, he's like, hey, Jerry, it's your director.
Oh, right.
Marty
I see what you're saying.
Fisher.
I see what you wrote here.
I gotta introduce myself.
That's right. He's like, remember, hello, pay attention.
He says, okay, it's your friendly neighborhood director,
Yeah.
right? So instantly I was like,
Spider-Man?
which came out in 1963, and so I was like, wait.
Wait a minute.
So I went down a 40-minute rabbit hole of finding out where Friendly Neighborhood comes from.
And that's why we'll never know if Obama owns a Switch or not.
Oh! That's a deep.
Oh, I'm the truth man now. Now I'm the truth man. Oh.
Deep cut.
First off, fuck you. Second off, let me prove you right. Oxford's English Dictionary's first citation in 1955. With William Gaddis recommending, just tell Mummy to ask about Cuff the next time she visits her friendly neighborhood druggist. And then the next year, Texaco came up with it, and it was all over nationwide.
So then Stan Lee stopped at a gas station. And,
Yeah, exactly.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't mock me. I pay your salary.
That's a repeat, okay? That is a rerun. That conversation is a rerun. So Arthur Curtis, he runs to his secretary to see what's going on. She's relaxing at her desk, and she's like, "Oh, what's the matter, Mr. Reagan?" And he's like, "What the? That's not." And he just starts wandering around set, and I guess his agent presumably.
Yeah.
He is like, "Listen, man, you can't keep doing this. They're gonna get rid of you if you keep acting this way." But he's not Jerry Mandarin, whatever his name is. He's not that Jerry guy. So anytime someone calls him Jerry, he's like, It's like a homeless guy asked him for change, dude. He didn't even look him in the eyes. He keeps walking.
No socks? No problem.
If you ain't wearing socks, I ain't giving you a banana.
Yep, that's a famous motto.
I only got 20 cents. I can buy socks and bananas. Your call, man. Your call.
What am I going to keep my bananas in?
I don't know. I have to weave something out of my own hair. All right, okay. So the director says that we'll start again. We'll do it again. Don't worry. And Curtis, I keep forgetting his name.
It's tough because he's Arthur Curtis and also Jerry Reagan.
Yeah, but he's not.
Yeah.
But also he's not. Yeah. So, Arthur Curtis is freaked out, and everyone's like, "Jerry, you okay, Jerry? What's the matter, Jerry?" And he's like, "Let me alone. I'm not Jerry. I don't know what you're talking about. Stop it." And they're like, "Oh, quick, call Brinkley. Like, honestly, they try to jump into it head first, and it's really confusing. Like, I'm kind of lost, like, in the first 5 minutes of this episode. I'm like, I get what they're doing, but I really have to hang on to follow it.
Well, the first time I watched this episode, I was, what the fuck? It wasn't until like the second and third viewing that I really appreciated the episode and liked the guy, Howard Duff, like his acting as playing like, yo, this dude's whole life is crumbling before him, and I believe it by looking in this man's eyes.
Yeah.
Like, I
For
believe
sure.
his acting, but the problem is, unless you have to go into the episode knowing what to expect to really get it.
I guess that was it, because I went in blind, and I was
Yeah.
like, this is weird. Like, I'm having trouble understanding what they're trying to say or do, and yeah. So, Curtis goes back into his office, and he tries to use the phone, but it still won't work. And Sam's like, listen, if we have to... Sam is his agent, I think. So he's like, listen, if we got to call Brinkley, they never mention who that is. He just shows up randomly. They never say what or who he is. If I got to call Brinkley, you're dead on this one. And the director's like, listen, just call an ambulance for this guy. Which I was like, holy shit, I don't like... They are really, like, making us go along for the same ride with this guy, because this is... I am so lost right now, just like the main character is.
I do like how a few episodes back, we have the woman who's going crazy at the bus station. They're like, yo, call the police and send her to jail. The man goes bananas, like, get this man some help, get him an ambulance, and get him to the hospital.
And make sure you don't tell anyone. Don't use the public phone either.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, man. I mean, yeah, he's a rich guy, whatever.
Yeah.
But still, exactly that. It's like, that random lady was like, I'm seeing people. And they're like, shut your dumb mouth, broad. This guy is having his third alcoholic-induced hallucination. They're like, guy, look, we can only give you, like, 6 more chances. Like, yeah, so the director's like, go call an ambulance. Maybe we can calm him down. You know, we'll figure it out. And they're like, listen, Jerry. He's like, I'm off this term. And just runs off set.
One of my favorite things is, like, every time he's confronted and someone's like, okay, Jerry, just listen. He's like, oh, ah, and just runs. He just takes off and goes somewhere else.
Absolutely. And then the director's like, okay, that's lunch.
Yeah.
All right, that's how we are. That's how we're doing it. So we're backstage somewhere, and Curtis picks up a phone, calls information to get his number, but there's no record of his, I don't know, number or address or whatever. Where he's trying to call doesn't exist. They're like, they said there's no phone there. Which I love that's how it was. Yeah, I'm calling what you're telling me to do, but nothing's ringing. So
Yeah.
I don't... Is the building there? Maybe. There's no phone.
There's no phone specifically there.
I did like that part, even though it's so surreal. I liked his reaction to be like, "You're wrong." Like, he's
Yeah.
like, "You're wrong,
No,
operator."
you're
It's just
wrong.
like,
Give me your supervisor, operator.
Did they have those back then? Yeah, there's no record of him. He can't find his telephone number. He asked to speak to the operator's supervisor. Wait, we were joking about it, but there he actually did it. The director tries to talk to him, and he's like, listen, you're not well. You need to listen to us. He's like, I'm not Jerry, blah, and runs out of the building. The second he opens the door to the outside, he is almost immediately flattened by a car.
Yo.
1950s car, so boom, dust.
Yeah.
Dust. The woman, she gets out, and she knows him. She's like, oh, you drunk again? Jerry, I can't believe you. What, you gotta give me my damn money. All this stuff, yeah, I hate you. She hates this dude's guts.
oh yeah.
She also has insurance scams totally wrong. You don't hit someone and then get money out of them.
Yeah, well, that was an unrelated scene, but yeah, like, she should have fucking hit him and been like, all right, now give me the money.
I get everything.
I get all the money. Yeah, I get the money you owe me from my insurance. Like, I'm getting paid. So the director comes out, and she's like, Mrs. Reagan, look, listen. And she's like, that's not who I am anymore. We had a divorce. And the director's like, look, Jerry's having a nervous breakdown. You gotta cut him some slack. And she's like, that old gag? I was like, yo, who is this fucking Jerry guy? He is the worst person ever.
100%.
Holy shit, yeah. And while the director and the wife or the ex-wife are like, what? He's crazy. He's not crazy. He's a guy. Curtis just stands up, or he kind of was to me, just kind of like, all right, here I go, and walks around car, and gets in the driver's seat, and starts to drive away,
Yep.
and luckily the wife hops in, like,
Yeah.
right, she sees him doing it, and she's like, uh-oh.
Oh, this
in.
old gag.
Yeah, this old gag. Yo, everything he does is this old gag. Like, so they both drive off. They're in the studio still, driving on the back lot. Mrs. Reagan is like, you're in no condition to drive. Give me the keys. I don't know why. She's like, you are crazy. Give me those keys. I need to help you. I don't like...
The Foley is like, like the car is screeching, but
it's not.
No.
yeah,
It's driving straight.
yeah, he's not really driving
And then,
that recklessly.
Yeah, you're in no... I mean, he's supposed to be drunk, so you're in no condition to drive. Give me the car, even though, again, he's not drunk and he's not driving recklessly, which adds to the, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. They're gaslighting a man. That was the part that was weird for me. Like, I understand they're trying to film a thing, but when he started to go crazy and he started to walk away, the director, like, whispered to somebody, he was like, don't let him leave. And I was like, yo, what are they keeping him in prison? Like, is this a fucking government experiment? Turns out, no, they're all just dicks. Like... So she takes the keys out of the car, and the car stops. And she's like, I'm going to get you, Jerry. I'm going to bleed you dry. I'm going to get everything you owe me. And he's like, yo, give me the keys. I don't fucking know you, lady. I don't know who you are. I'm not Jerry. I'm Arthur Curtis, and I'm going to drive home right now. And when I get home, you can have your car back. And she's like, yo, I'm not falling for this scam.
Oh, this old gang.
Yeah.
Every time this woman speaks, I go, yo, I think she's the crazy one. like, I understand she must have had a very bad marriage, but I can't justify this attack that's happening right now. She is crazy. She is a crazy woman.
She's the monster.
She is definitely the monster. So they argue back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, whatever, I'm driving. He drives away. I got a wife, I got a kid, I'm driving home. Inside the studio, Sam's on the phone with Brinkley, and he's like, Jerry's cracked, you gotta get down here. He swears that's right, the character he's playing in a play, Arthur Curtis. Whee! Oh, whee is fine. Whee, that's death.
That's death. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
So yeah, whee, oh my god. I can't believe it.
Was it supposed to be, like, a big twist that Arthur Curtis is the character?
Because that was really obvious.
100% obvious. Like, from the second the director was like, cut, but they tease it out. We're like, Arthur Curtis? Huh?
Yo.
What?
I know this, like, when I'm saying this stuff, I see you guys sometimes, you're like, but legit, baby boomers were fucking dumb as shit.
Oof.
They were fucking dumb
You had
as
to
shit.
spoon feed them everything.
And they were still like, really? Like, if you didn't, like, if there was no dramatic sting, I bet people would have been like, I didn't get it. Like, was he a director or not? Was he a person? Like, yo.
Maybe he's got a twin. It's like with different names.
Remember the last episode? There must be a doppelganger. Like, that must be the twist. The twist must be, if they remember past episodes, they'll get confused about what this episode is.
No joke. Like 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I found an old video on YouTube. It's like a commercial for a toy in the 60s.
Yeah.
And it was like King Kong Commando action set or whatever. And it was like a bunch of kids running around with realistic looking guns just playing war. And I was like, oh, I understand now why boomers are so devoted to the military, because they were just straight up brainwashed with that shit their entire, like, child lives.
Yeah.
Whew.
Dude, like, it's bad. It is. I'm laughing, but it's not funny.
Yeah, it is. No, it's awful.
It's real bad, yeah.
You just gotta spoon feed them propaganda and, you know, the story you're trying to tell them.
That's right. He's playing the character. Blackout. And we get another message from our sponsor, Brinkley's Talent Agency. Brinkley's is the only talent agency that specializes in problematic clients. Personal demons keeping you out of work? Just pick up the phone and call Brinkley's. No matter booze or drugs or touching kids, Brinkley's will keep your problem hid. What a great theme song by Brinkley's. Thanks, Brinkley's, for sponsoring us.
I'm going to have that song in my head all week.
Woo, that catchy tune.
Yeah, because, you know... Oh, I see here. You put 3 asterisks next to that, so that was supposed to be, like... That's like a third sharp. That's like in the key of, like, B or something like that. Okay, I get it. That makes sense to me now. So we fade back in from our commercial, and we are at Woodland Hills, which, whatever. Curtis can't find his house, and he's confused, so he stops and goes to ask for directions or something like that.
Yeah, like, he can't find his house, so he's like, I mean, here's a house, so I guess I'll try this one.
Just knock on the door and go, where's the street?
Yeah.
Now, where's the house on that street? And then when they go, it doesn't exist, I'll just verbally assault them. So he stops right before he goes up to the door, and he's like, what is it? Tina, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Tina, and there's Tina, my little girl. And he runs over to a little girl. He's like, Tina. He turns her around, and the girl's like, ah, and runs away. And then
Acting!
yeah, dude. And then Nora, right? Is that her name? Miss Reagan.
Yeah.
She's like, yo, get in this car right now, or you're gonna be arrested for assaulting a child, dude. Like, for real, this is your last chance. I don't know why I'm showing you any sympathy right now.
I didn't know they could show this kind of stuff on TV back
Well,
then.
yo, I was, like, nervous.
Yeah.
I was nervous that I saw it. Like, yo,
They're coming to get you now.
that for real, like, I was extra nervous when he afterwards, he's like, all right, I'll get in the car. And they drive away, and then the little girl comes out of the house with her mom.
Yeah.
That's the man, Mommy. He's the one who touched me and scared me. And I was like, oh, I gotta turn off the episode. I'm gonna get implicated. This is not good. Yo, that like, that scared me.
Yeah.
It legit scared me. Probably because that's like the only thing that could happen to me. Like, I go, hey, little girl. She's like, ah! I'm like, oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else. Arrested for molestation. Like, yo!
Yeah.
I didn't even...
I can see it happening.
Yeah.
That scares the shit out of me.
Oh my god!
Just me being like, excuse me, little girl, could you... Oh, no, I'm sorry, I thought you were... Done! Jail!
Yeah.
Life! The cops rape me on the way there. Like, they don't even... They're like, get ready. Actually, they wouldn't rape me because then...
Oh, so you like kids, do you?
Sure, we all do when we don't go acting on it now. Whack. Not all cops are good. So, yeah, they get in the car. They drive off. They go back to the Reagan home or whatever home it is. I don't know. His home, her home, someone's home, some mansion, some 1950s style mansion. They arrive home. Brinkley's already there.
I love when they pull up,
Yeah.
and he's like, what? Where am I? What's going on?
I love that, too, because he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
With no emotion.
Yeah.
And then she asks him, and it's as if he woke up from a coma.
Yup.
What? Where am I right now? Who are these people? What are you doing in my living room? Like, inside the home, Brinkley's demands to know what's going on immediately. But Miss Reagan, Nora, immediately is like, I don't give a shit about you, Brinkley. He's signing a check for me right now. And Brinkley's like, look, we got to bring him back to the studio. Otherwise, they're going to fucking drop him as a client. You know, I think I might have to drop him as a client, stuff like that. And then he's like, never mind. Go ahead. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead, take him. I'll just lie. I'll lie to the studio. Even though I just said, like, we're all going to lose our jobs.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll lie.
Yeah, one thing that was weird is, like, in the very beginning, they kind of make it seem like this, like, Brinkley guy is, like, the devil, and he should be, like, just
He's the
feared.
hard ass.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, don't call Brinkley. It's like, listen.
Like, he's the
if I have
head
to
of
call,
the studio
yeah,
or
it's like,
something,
this
yeah.
is the guy. It's like, listen, if I have to call Brinkley on this, you know, we're all fucked here. Come on, just get it together. I don't want to call Brinkley. And then Brinkley's there, and he's the most concerned, nice individual. He's like, listen, I'll try and figure it out. It's okay. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, you know, he's upset. Don't upset him more.
Are you listening to me? No, I'll lie for you.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
Good job, Brinkley.
Yo, yeah. So, yeah, don't worry. I'll make an excuse for him, and he won't have to show up until tomorrow. The wife then demands he sign it right here. Sign this check. Sign it, Jerry. I'm not Jerry. I don't care who you are. Just sign it. GERRY. MAN during. No. Yeah, Reagan. RAA. He says he doesn't. I don't know who that is. I'm not him. I'm Arthur Curtis. I'm not that person. I can't sign this check. I'm Arthur Curtis, and I work. Picked up the phone, dials information. Yeah, get me the Davis Morton Company. Yes, there is a
again, when it comes to the acting, this motherfucker is on point. Because I believe this man's whole life has vanished before his eyes.
Absolutely. It's great. It
But
really
the Davis Morton Company is the fakest company name I've ever heard in my whole life. Holy shit.
What do they do there, though? Davis and Morton.
Well, is it Davis and Morton, or is like
Davis
Morton started the company?
I don't know.
The only thing we can surmise from the beginning of the episode is he at least makes phone calls for a living. So maybe it's like a practical joke company, like you just prank phone call people for some reason.
The birth of the Flim Flam phone all over again.
And this is like the 50s, so it's not even like the good prank calls where it's like, my crotch or anything like that. Where it's like play on words. He's probably just like bad. Like he calls them up and he's like, knock, knock. And they're like, who's there? And they're like, that's not how phones work, silly. And he hangs up. I got you good.
What do I look like, a door? Like,
oh. So, yeah, he is shook. And Nora and Brinkley are like, oh.
he's gone bananas.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Well, goodbye. So I kind of like just roll, like flash to the future.
Yeah.
And Curtis awakens on his bed. And Brinkley's like, I think you've been overworked and you need some help. And Brinkley shows him a script, and he reads off the character description of Arthur Curtis and says, Jerry, all the info that you have on Arthur Curtis is in this script because it's the character you're playing. And he tries to convince him, who he is and all stuff. And Brinkley's like, look, you know what? The production's dead, which means Arthur Curtis is dead. And Curtis is like, no, you can't do that. And he's like, yeah, we're tearing down the set already. And he's like, no, I gotta get back to my office. I have to get back. And he rushes outside.
I love this.
And for the second time in this episode, steals someone's car.
Yep.
Yo,
grand larceny.
Yo, everyone was just so trusting back then to just leave their keys in the ignition at
100%.
all times.
Oh, man, for real. Like, it's not, like, they're not 70s smart, where you'd at least put them in the sun visor.
Yeah, you put them in the visor.
I mean, you go into a car, you reach for the ignition, no key, I guess I gotta steal another one.
That was back when we had community cars. You just get in whatever one's closest to you.
Which, ironically, we're trying to bring back, and they don't want them.
Yeah. Surprise! Boomers had something, and now we don't, and they don't want to share.
They had something, loved it, ruined it, and I don't want to rebuild it. Wow. Woo. So Jerry recklessly drives to the studio, and on set, Curtis finds his office being dismantled. He goes into the office and sits at his desk, and he's like, please don't leave me here. Please don't leave me here. Suddenly we see the lights change, and Curtis looks up, and he finds himself back in his familiar office setting. Everything's the way it was. And his wife, Marion, arrives, and she's like, I've been trying to call you all day. Where have you been? And he's like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in a year. And she's like, oh my. And Sally's like, oh, Mr. Curtis, here's your tickets. And he's like, oh, okay, all right. And then I think this is the part where I'm like, okay, I definitely don't get it. I definitely don't get it.
I like the episode, but there's no internal logic.
This is the part where I was
this is my favorite part. This is the best part. I love this.
Right, all of a sudden he just hears an echo, like, in his head of something, and it goes, let's get those lamps and tables out of here. Yeah. And he's like, oh, and he grabs his wife, and he's like, let's go, honey, let's get out of here right now. And she's like, what's the problem? What's the matter? He's like, I just don't want to be here anymore. And he hears it again, oh, let's just put that over there. He's like, oh, let's get out of here. She's like, what's the matter? And he's like, I just don't want to lose you. And they rush off. And we go back to on set, which again, I was like, oh, now I definitely don't know. Now I definitely don't know.
Now I really don't get it.
So we go back to the on set world, and Brinkley shows up, and he's like, hey, where's Jerry? And some guy's like, I don't know, he was here a minute ago, and did anybody see this guy leave? And they're like, nope, didn't see him leave. Check his trailer. Hey, he's not in the trailer. And they're like, I don't know where he is. Where? I guess he's just gone. I'll put this script down and walk away. Zoom into the script, which is a private world, or the private world of Arthur Curtis. We got a closing narration. A modus operandi for the departure from life is usually a pine box of such and such dimensions.
Yo.
And this is the ultimate in reality. What? This is the ultimate in reality? Mm-hmm. I guess. But there are other ways for a man to exit from life. Take the case of Arthur Curtis, age 63. His departure was along a highway with an exit sign that reads, "This way to escape. Arthur Curtis, en route to the Twilight Zone." Was this part of the episode, or did you not delete that from the last episode?
What?
We see a plane take off?
Yeah, no, that's
That
right.
I didn't even notice that. A plane
Yeah.
takes off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that at all. I thought that was back from the World War II
No.
time traveling cloud.
Yeah, again, I like the episode, but the internal logic
Dude, I don't
just
get it.
isn't.
It's lost on me. It's lost on me.
So, the question is, presumably, like, based on the closing narration, he really was an actor who just went fucking cuckoo bananas,
Right.
but somehow through magic went into the world.
I
of
guess. Which kind of was my prediction.
I
Sorta.
thought. So you ever see Eternal Sunshine with Jim Carrey, and how it's
I've seen of it.
and so it's like he's trying, like he's in his own memory,
Yeah.
and then they're erasing it as he's in it, and he's like, no, I want to keep this, and so he's like, all right, come on, we gotta go, we gotta get out of here, and like it's just being erased around him. That's what I thought this was. Is like he's this dude who had a nervous breakdown, and his life sucks.
Yeah.
So he's like, I wish I had this fucking character, and so he really is thinks this, and so this character is getting like slowly erased or very quickly erased. And so he's just trying to hold on to that. And so he's like, all right. So it's almost as if it's like jumping from page to page. So like just like Eternal Sunshine, where Jim Carrey is just like, all right, they won't think right now they're erasing the memory of us being at the beach, but let's go to the bookstore because it's a different memory. They won't see us there. We can stall for time. So them being on the plane is later on in the script because it's supposed to be like he's going on this plane trip. So it's like, okay, shit, let's go right now. Let's go on this vacation right now. So
jump to the end of the script.
So he's kind of stalling for times to still be in that character.
But
before
he actually vanishes.
What do you mean?
He vanishes from the real world
He's really gone.
into
Like
he's not on the set.
Based on your explanation of the story,
Yeah.
at the end of it, he really disappears into his memories.
Yeah, exactly. Was that not clear?
It's clear. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but like in Eternal Sunshine,
yeah, and to go
Jim
back-
Carrey's hooked up to a machine.
Whereas here, it's just like he just fades
He just
fades away.
disappears,
Yeah. Through magic.
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we can agree that the logic is, it's magic.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
That's the whole show.
The magic of fiction.
Every Twilight Zone, unless it's really bad, every Twilight Zone episode is, here's a normal person. Something weird definitely just happened to them. Except actually it didn't at all, and they're crazy. See, look, we'll prove it. See, we proved it. Oh, no, we didn't. They were right. At every episode. Every episode is a normal person who experiences something weird. Everyone gaslights them, including themselves. And then after they've gone crazy and killed themselves, we show you they were right.
I think it's aliens. Come on, it's not aliens. But you know what? We think it is aliens. Listen, don't be paranoid. That's what we're trying to tell you with this episode. But no, really, it was aliens, though.
But also, yeah, it was.
Doppelgangers. Come on. And so on.
But also, yes.
There was a third crew member, and he vanished. Don't you remember? No,
Come on.
I don't remember. Oh, my God, there was a second crew member. Don't you remember? I was a person. Oh, look, the room's empty.
And that's how they all end.
Yeah.
It's just, the room's empty. That's why it makes sense. So, yeah, could we make this better for today?
I mean, the only idea I had is, like, what if you did this with reality TV, where the reality TV star gets lost in, like, they suddenly think they're actually the big-time reality star. Oh, no.
Oh, wait.
Oh, goddamn.
Hey, do we live in the Twilight Zone?
Yo!
Hang on. Woo! Is that the twist? The twist is we've been doing a podcast about our own reality the whole time? Oh, I don't like that episode either.
Yeah. How do I vanish?
No.
No, Truth
God
Man
damn
is
it.
back.
Poop myself again. It's always poop. Which is weird because I don't eat that much anymore. Because I can't afford it. All right, let's go to tropes and morals. What was the moral of this episode? Was there a moral?
There really wasn't. I didn't do it on that. So you're gonna have to.
But then what are these?
From the last.
Oh yeah, Doppelganger didn't
Yeah.
happen in this episode. Oh, okay. Yeah, there was no Paul Greenstead in there. That's true. So what do we have? The alcoholic. Oh, right, because they hinted
Yeah.
at him. Yeah, but yeah,
it's the internal logic because he's supposed to be an alcoholic and presumably he's cooked his brain like he's,
Yeah, that was the part that was really confusing. I know another one of the parts that were really confusing to me is I didn't understand the Jerry character. He's somehow like he's a star, but nobody trusts him, and his world is crumbling. But also he's still the star of this film, and then they just cancel it when they only had 8 movies at the time to begin with. Like, I think it's one of those things where they present it to me, and I have to realize, you know what? I know so little about 1950s Hollywood that I can't really comment on this as an idea.
Yeah. Well, if he was a big star, he'd probably have a ton of leeway and like really have to fuck up a whole bunch to lose. But also, what boring movie is The Private World of Arthur Curtis? Like, was it literally... It's like that Calculon movie? Alright, well, I'll just file Form 37B and...
Throw a pie! What is this? The Graynix ending?
Yeah, this basically was an ending that doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't follow its internal logic.
Oh, did you... I suppose you didn't look up to see what Graynix
It's
is.
some anime.
Ugh!
Yeah, I know.
Oh, good. So this movie has the same logic of foreign animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Great. Good. I'm glad we put time and money into it. What is this? Hero stole my bike. Oh, because the hero steals everyone's car. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. 2 cars. 2 cars. I don't know, maybe 3. How do you get back? Oh, never mind. 2 cars. What else we have? Lost in character, which is...
Maybe what happens?
Maybe what happens, or it's what people think happened. And then finally we have Mistaken from Behind, which is... Woo! I don't even want to talk about it. Yikes! Oh, man!
My living nightmare that I might accidentally get arrested.
Yeah. No, definitely will. No, not Mike, definitely
Yeah.
will. Definitely will get arrested for that. Oh, my God. Like, that's horrifying. That's horrifying.
You see a stranger on the street and you go, "Excuse me, sir, can I ask you for direction?" You turn around, it's 2 kids in a trench coat. And, woo! Now I am double locked up.
I'm just glad that men and women have the same, like, feeling of human interaction, just different sides of the coin. Like, oh, I hope that man doesn't talk to me, because what if he rapes me?
Yeah.
And then me, like, I hope I don't have to talk to that lady, because what if she thinks I might rape her?
Yes! Woo! Holy shit!
Holy shit. Phew, I think I've told this on the podcast before, but one time I was late to work, so I had to, like, fast walk to work. It took me 4 blocks before I realized the woman in front of me thought I was trying to assault her!
Well, can you blame her? Have you seen yourself?
No, I don't own mirrors.
Oh, that makes sense.
Also, it was 10 o'clock at night, but it was in Times Square, so I don't know why she was so, like, it's Times Square, why are you
You
paranoid?
have a very, like, determined movement style.
Yeah, but I was trying to go past her, and she kept speeding up, so I couldn't. Like, she was causing the chase.
You blame the victim. That's my motto.
Then I screamed, "I'm not following you!"
Yo,
For some reason, she started running.
like, yo, I don't know what to tell you, man. I walk into a store, I walk into a street, a lady thinks I'm a criminal, and somehow she's the victim. Really? That's how it works? People accuse me of paranoid delusions, and they're still the victim.
It's just
I'm the
illusions.
aggressor in that. Oh, yeah. How dare I not change my face to make people more pleasant when I'm around? Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just make a uncomfortable smile the whole time.
I know, right?
Oh, God, that's worse.
I should probably change my skin color or something else too, right? So long as everybody else is happy about the way I look. Why would you make... Nope, this is also from the last episode, so we don't know why this was made.
Yeah, I really
other
couldn't
than
find...
Probably because Serling thinks that might happen to him one day.
Yeah, Serling's losing his grip on what's real and what's fantasy.
Or maybe this is a cry for help. Serling hopes one day he'll write a character so good that he could live in that character and not have to deal with reality anymore. Of realizing that he can't write.
I believe either of those options.
Okay, cool. Good. Next episode is called Long Live Walter Jameson. Next week, the culprit is Charles Beaumont, the gentleman responsible for a story unlike any you've ever seen. You talk of immortality, the business of being able to live as long as one wants. Well, next week, you'll see Kevin McCarthy at the tail end of a life that's gone on for 2,000 years. The play is called Long Live Walter Jameson on The Twilight Zone.
I honestly don't even remember this episode.
I want to say he gave it away to us, that it's about a guy who could live forever, except suddenly he realizes he's dying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's, he's lived forever up to a certain point, but maybe decides like he's done.
Another one of those Be Careful What You Wish For episodes.
Yeah, probably.
But like the fallout of Be Careful What You Wish For.
We were due. It's been about 3 weeks.
Has it? It wasn't the...
what was the last Be
Well,
Careful What You Wish For?
No, because
Alien-
sort of technically, the one where the astronauts land on a random planet, and then some guy's like, what do you want? Tell me what you want. What do you want? What do you want? And they're like, I don't know, I guess to go home. And he's like, be careful what you wish for.
They snuck it in at minute 25 and that one.
Yo, it was bad. So yeah, like, it hasn't been 3 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. 1 week. Yeah, so it's probably going to be a guy who wishes he was dead. Another episode that's going to hit way too close to home, and I'll hate, but hitting every spot on my life list. Oh, I'm just having such a rough time, Well, what's the matter? Well, I'm just tired all the time. Ah!
What?
Well, I just, after 2,000 years, I just don't seem to have any joy left. Ah! It's like the whole world's passing me by. Ah!
My God, he's transforming into Truth Man.
The truth is killing me. Well, actually, it's not. It just makes me wish I was dead. Technically, it's keeping me alive because the truth helps me. Keep me alive longer. The truth is a miserable existence.
Oh, thanks, Truth Man.
But also, go fuck yourself. Yeah, so again, that episode is called Long Live Walter Jameson. Please join us for that next week, month. Whenever we get the will to live. Here we go with some plugs and credits. VictoryProWrestling.com.
Saturday, August.
What an exciting show we have for you, folks!
August 17th.
We're gonna have the dreaded sleepers match, where the first person who falls to sleep wins.
Yo, I guarantee I can win that. I could fucking fall asleep faster than anybody, anytime, any place.
Yeah, even
I'll out-nap anybody. I don't care.
even the audience.
Bring it on. Oh, 100% faster than the audience.
I'm sleeping right now.
I do that deal. I can fall asleep sitting up. Can you do that? I can fucking right in this chair, upright, right? I got the deal, right? Here's the secret. You take your hands. I don't know why this works. You cross your arms and interlock your hands, and it's like being in a warm, cozy blanket. I could just fall asleep.
Oh, I see. Because when you interlock your hands that way,
It keeps them locked. That's it.
no, you cut off the blood flow in both of your wrists, and you slowly pass out from lack of oxygen.
And we're right
brain.
back to the fainting versus passing.
Hey, man, whatever it takes. But look, as long as I don't fall out of the chair, I'm falling asleep. If I fall over, then it's probably like fainting.
Yeah, show the audience.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
There you go, like that.
You wanna cross your arms like that. It's interlocked. Boom.
Boom.
Now there's no accidental your hands coming undone, and you could just lean.
Now there's nothing to
forward.
protect you from when you fall over to your side and smash your face.
Well, no, you just lean forward when you fall asleep, and you're good.
There you go.
You just got to get one of those things for...
August 17th, come see me live in Center Ridge, Long Island, New York, where I will fall asleep live in front of this crowd. Center Ridge, Long Island, New York, the Gold Rush Rumble. I'll be the first man to nap in the Gold Rush Rumble. You can bonk on that.
Yeah, you can't knock a man over the top rope if he's laying on the mat the whole time.
Whoa! You ever try to lift a giant sleeping man?
Without waking him?
Computer took your job, daddy. You telling me a computer goes to sleep now?
Yeah.
My computer does go to sleep. Ooh, I better watch out. Ooh, my job is not secure.
Yeah. That's all I got left. And you can follow me at the EJ Delta.
Yeah, you're so huge. You got anything?
Yeah, I just bought a Switch of the Nintendo variety. Not the new one, and not the new one. Just the old regular one. Same price. Yeah.
Twice the regret.
Yeah, twice the regret. So, by all means, you can give me Switch recommendations. Not consoles, because I already bought one, but on games. At Atomic Huge.
Or give us free
Chronically
games.
Enfeebled. Yeah.
Or just recommend, like, switches, like light switches or switchblades.
Yeah.
Switching political parties, whatever you want to switch to.
Yeah, well.
All right, cool.
How do you switch from, like, left to further left? Can I do that?
Well,
Is that considered
first your
switching?
wife and cat have to die
Yeah.
in a freak explosion.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Then you get the beret and the black jumpsuit.
That's right.
It's like an achievement-based incentive. Wife dies, you get the jacket. Cat dies, you get the hat. And then you can join the group. You got no family. You know, parents die, you get the shoes. One shoe each parent. That's why it's a pair.
Halfway there.
I got, that's why my mom's dead, but my dad's still alive, so that's why I'm not in it yet. I can't. I gotta wait another.
Walking around
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, but I got a mean limp going, which it sends the wrong message. They think I'm part of a different group. All right, you can also check out whywouldyoumake.com for all things Why Would You Make This, including ways to listen to the episode for free if you don't like using iTunes or Google Play or there's probably something else.
Podbean?
No. Holy shit, no.
No.
Podbean.
After what Podbean did to my aunt? No.
In Podbean, W2.
Yeah. They only do history podcasts over at BeanPod. Yeah. All right. So intro music is editing version of "Falling Off Your Love" by Killed Paris. So for Huge and J Delta. Oh, right. I also want to say, join us again next time for Long Live Walter Jameson. Right. I forgot about that. So for Huge and J Delta, I am Jimmy Time. Please remember that without the mistakes of others, we'd be forced to endure the pain of failure ourselves. Support the arts. The preceding recording is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed in this podcast do not necessarily represent the views of Why Would You Make This, its owners, employees, or associates.